Welcome back. Had my eye on this one for a while. Released a lot sooner than I expected as well. And, best of all, the developers actually contacted us and asked if they could use something I wrote in future marketing. I said it's one of the most interesting concepts I've ever come across. And I was like, yeah, of course. I love the way you look around. I've set up all my controls and everything. Look, you don't have a mouse pointer. You just move her eye to look around at different things. That's really cool. That is really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Right, anyway, let's get on with it. Let's do this. Basically, the game is you go to this temple in space. The flesh and the soul shall enter the palace through separate doors. Only the strong of mind and body will again reunite us all.
All our songs were about it. A magical place of life without end.
Ish.
A palace of untold wonders.
With a rock surface for some reason.
But only for the worthy.
Yes.
So our lives were desperately dedicated to qualify. Pinpoint perspective on the great reward.
On my butt.
Only I never wanted to go. Those words alone could mean death. So when I ran,
What? I never wanted to go?
Stopping to catch my breath.
Alright.
If I wanted to live. And so it was. Yet here I am. The
Cool.
place I spent my whole life escaping.
Dramatic pauses. Right, so here's the thing. You go to this palace and you can move around freely in the dark.
I feel like shit.
But when the lights come on, it'll make lots of copies of you that will do
Your wound has healed.
things based on what you've done.
The pain is from the stasis and will
So,
pass within a week.
You have to challenge yourself
Nausea will linger.
to
Probably intensify when you start to realize that more than 100 years have
limit your
passed.
actions. Like,
Everything you knew is gone.
you know, if you start shooting,
This
and
is
you
not
shoot a
another one
lot,
of your running away from home
all the enemies will just pull out loads of guns
Your
and shoot the shit out
grandfather
of you.
won't send someone to pick you up this time.
Yes.
That's all gone now.
If you jump a lot, so will
So
they.
you decided not to like me.
That kind of thing.
But you've had a century to plan what to say, and that's it. How about you screwed up the best deal we ever had, or you come waltzing in here giving orders, or even Foster died because of you, you stupid bitch.
Maybe he didn't want to say that.
I don't like me much either.
So, is this an AI she's talking to then?
But I
Been
can
100
fix
years.
this. I can bring him back.
I don't actually know much about the story because I've been holding off watching a lot of this stuff so that I can go into it with a fresh perspective. The concept caught my attention. That's all I needed to know. I don't actually own this yet. I'm playing it via the Pixel Judge share, but I'm going to be picking it up for myself next week. Don't have the monies to do that at the moment because we've been getting some stuff for the baby. Got a pram, pushchair, stroller, whatever you want to call it, and a few other bits and pieces.
I don't know how you hope to achieve that, little miss, but I suggest you start your efforts by laying back down.
She's
Loss of
bleeding.
motor skills
Oh,
is common even for
has
experienced long
been
haulers,
bleeding.
which I suspect you are not.
Whoa, she's...
I suppose you had a long time to mull things over. Nothing I can say will change your mind.
Maybe not. Right, I don't like that camera. Let's have a look. Audio and video. The resolution is not 1280 by 720, it's 1440. Wait, why has it put all my settings down? Ultra, right. I'll leave the anti-aliasing low because you don't really need them. So, what? Game? Right, thank you. Don't really need anti-aliasing for something like this. Camera sensitivity, turn that up a tad. Difficulty is on hard, good. Right. Let's do that. Oh, just puts that away. There are 2 of them. There are more than 2 of them. There are 4 of them. There are 8 of them. Very disorienting. Very wibbly wobbly. No. Wibbly in what way? I can see through that? Is there a hole in the front as well? No? Then how am I seeing through it? Is there a hole in the front? Maybe? Maybe it's just a misaligned texture. Always turn left. Ish. So if a goosey gander down here. There's no sprint button. You said you have a walk button.
He? Oh, you mean the cube. Yes, I had a very good look at that while you were asleep. I think you're in for a disappointment.
Oh.
Nothing suggests any sentience. No interface to access the thing, nor any reason to do so.
That sucks.
There's nothing in there. It's just a pretty cube.
If we knew how to operate it, we wouldn't have had to come here.
Those things going past, are they
This is
actually
how
on
I
the
see
ceiling,
it.
or is it like
You
implanted
don't
on?
answer to my orders, and yet you took us this far.
Or is
So
it
clearly, I'm not the only one
projected
hoping that I can achieve something.
onto like eye implants or something?
I can work with that.
Not hope. Respect. For Foster. God knows why, but he wanted me here. The stupid lighter proves it. I suspect staying wasn't even an option, considering how you stumbled on board covered in blood, demanding departure a week ahead of schedule.
Yeah. Respect, then. That'll work too.
Maybe there is a hole in the front then. There is a slit running through it. So we're going with the en medias res, as they call it. In the middle of. Starting partway through a story rather than giving us massive backdrop. I actually prefer games that drop you in like that. I mean, an opening cinematic can be good, like in the case of Shenmue, where it's absolutely fantastic. But it can also be good to just drop you right into it and let you start picking things up as you go along. Rose Leslie, N. Nick Bolton seems to be making a bit of a name for himself in video games now. He was in Hellblade as well. He was the voice of Druth, which was also about a woman's going somewhere to try and bring somebody back to life. I think in this case she's trying to bring back her father or her grandfather. Some paternal figure anyway, whereas in Hellblade it was a lover, but still. Mads Herman Johansson. Never heard of Ultra Ultra before, but I'm going to have to keep an eye on them now. Based on this. Ooh, look. Simon Holm list. I'm guessing this is what I'm going for. There's all sorts of stuff over there. This place is larger than I expected. Good. I like places that are big. That's what she said. Rather than it being like, you know, this tiny little thing. Oh, I'm sitting down. I'm not picking the thing up. I thought I was picking the what's it up. I didn't realise I was sitting down to have a look. Yes. Suit of armour. Or maybe she's going for an interview, who knows? Does that count as me making a joke? I'm not sure. A mention of cubes, though. It's an interesting film series.
Ice.
It's not ice. I don't know that we can even trust what we see. This whole planet eluded detection until about a week ago. No visual cues, no gravitational pull, nothing. Even the
Okay.
exact coordinates. I nearly missed it.
We're looking for a palace.
Why am I not surprised?
Give it a rest, will you? Can you see any structures on the planet?
You're looking at it.
You can barely even
It's
see the
all
planet.
one big structure, planet-wide. No palace, though. I'm guessing it's some corporate state's illegitimate mining project from the pre-requisition rush.
Would be.
That would explain the heavy clouding measures.
Oh, is that
The planet is most likely depleted of all resources.
floating ramp.
An empty shell.
Looks
I
like a
feel
giant
bad to pay
keyboard.
too much for the coordinates.
You have no idea. Just get me down there. I'll go see for myself.
Loving the music. Yeah, it looks like the offloading ramp. That's cool. Interesting design. Definitely. Is it the offloading ramp or is it some kind of... Oh no, it could actually be because there's one at the back as well. It's aerodynamics there, isn't it? So it's not ice. If it's not ice, then what is it? Could be dry ice. Could be a silicate. They tend to be that colour. Could be a type of salt. Limestone, maybe? Oh, the frame rate just died. Particulate matter killing the frame rates.
You should get off the surface too.
Wow, those light beams are awesome.
What a strange place.
Yeah.
It's impressive, really.
She has a little jog more than...
I'm enabling the suit's assist mode to compensate for your inexperience.
Okay. What does that mean exactly? No, seriously, what does that mean? Aha! What's this? Ah.
There's something here.
Yep.
It must be some sort of release mechanism.
Pull it then.
Did you hear that?
Oh, hello.
It's definitely doing something.
Yes. It's opening up the whole thing. Multiple? Is that going to be another one? Yep, looks that way. The turning on the camera's a bit floaty. It's very mouse smoothing, which I'm not a huge fan of. So I don't hate it like some people do. And that one's already open. Drop down? No? One of these maybe? They look like they could be ways in. Yeah. Maybe there are switches on the back of them? No.
Look, there's an opening down there.
Yes, I've seen that already.
The suit will soften your landing if charged sufficiently.
And if not?
It will stop you from leaping.
Okay, so how do I charge it then? Oh, fair enough. Guess it's already charged.
The suit reads your intentions from your synaptic activity and receives commands from your voice or eye movements. A bit archaic, but Foster trusted that suit with his life.
Cutting edge doesn't go well with space travel. The journey here alone with the suit and antenna.
Why not?
It's not the suit's performance that worries me.
Really? Right, cell cost, cell meter. So charging. Suit, stores energy in cells, cell cost of any... Right, gotcha. Across there maybe? Yeah, looks like I'm going across there. Or that way. Oh, which way did I come in from? Oh. I'll use this one. Looks good to me. Okay. Right, well there's a passage. Can I jump across this? Will the suit allow me to jump across? No? Alright. There are still 2 ways to go though. Let's take... Oh, well I came down this way, so always turn left. Left, left, left. Is this going to make any significant difference?
It's falling apart.
Yeah. Is this going to have any
It all looks
significant
strangely warped.
impact on the game?
I wonder how long it's been here.
Me
A
going this way
composite like
rather than the
that
other
should
way?
last forever, but it all looks ready to crumble.
It must be ancient.
How ancient though? Well, looks like a way inside. Siege to crack. crouch down, my face. Okay. Alright, I couldn't have come around that way, fair enough.
This place was made for humans. It's not just a machine mine.
Most digs have a basic infrastructure if human presence should be needed. Probably also rudimentary living quarters. Doesn't mean anyone was ever here,
Across
though.
there, right.
Gramps believed the place to be untouched by humans. A palace built by long-lost technology, patiently awaiting its first human
It's not like I can get down there.
And you figure this is no more than a bootleg mining operation.
Or up there.
Would you appreciate the contrast?
I
let's
generally
go have a
lean
look.
towards plausible explanations. Your grandfather, well, everything he believed in, he made up himself.
I don't know about that.
No,
He had the
guess not.
coordinates right.
Look around you. This obviously isn't a palace.
Hey,
Your man
look.
might have gotten some aesthetic
Footprints.
details wrong. But he wasn't the kind of person who'd risk everything without some kind of proof.
I really wouldn't get my hopes up.
How do I turn down the volume on the commentary track?
You are overconfident. Immature people often are. You should be taking notes every time I open my mouth.
You don't have a mouth, do you? But still. I get his point. Yeah, you really should be paying a bit more attention, Annie. He may not like what you're doing, but he's going along with it, so, you know, must be doing something right. Alright. It's going a bit linear at the moment. It's directing us in, well, one direction. That way? It looks like it's this way looks like it's going to lead us back around to where we just came from, but go on, have a goosey. Yeah, it's like a dead end. Maybe down there? Yeah, I guess it's down there. Fair enough. That looks like another one of those dead ends just like that one, so... What are those two little triangles about? What are they suggesting? I like the fact she slows down on the narrow walkways. It's slightly irritating because of the fact it slows things down, slows down the progression, but it also makes sense. I mean, you'd want to take your time walking on something. Oh, slidey, slidey, slide, sliding down my butt. Ish. Yeah, can I climb up there? No. So yeah, it looks like whichever way I went would have funneled me to here regardless.
What exactly are these structures
Can I get
then?
around there?
Have you seen others like them since you're such an expert?
I've had my fair share of hauls based on wild speculation. It doesn't matter if it comes from desperate need or delusions of grandeur. There's never anything there but bitter disappointment.
Yeah,
Was this with Foster?
Cool.
Before Foster.
I got the feeling you two have been together for ages.
I've been crisscrossing the spur for 1,000 years. Foster was with me for a century and a half.
Which is a long time, but compared to 1,000 years, not very much at all. Ah, I can climb up things then. Just couldn't climb up that other one. It's like, yep, to the right here. The aesthetic is very, making me think of Tetsuo, the Iron Man.